Sometimes the simplest things to say in life are the most difficult to do, like getting a haircut in a pandemic or stopping when it's all gone sideways. Look, as a high-performing sales rep who's used to high levels of activity and high levels of output as a result of that activity, the last thing that you're thinking about doing is stopping. But when you find yourself in a situation, and though the way out is through, we're going to have to work through this situation. You're going to have to work through whatever situation you're in at any time, whether that is a global pandemic or just a sales slump. You need to do the work to get you out. But if you don't understand what the right work is, you're going to spend a lot of time doing the wrong things and getting terrible results. So I'm going to give you permission right now to pause. I'm going to give you permission right now to take a deep breath, to stop making calls for a minute, to stop sending emails for a little bit, and take some time to assess what are the right emails to send, what are the right phone calls to make, who should you start calling, what should that messaging look like, what kind of a connection should you be making. There are a lot of things that you have an opportunity when you pause to assess. You can assess your messaging. You can assess your targeting. You can assess a lot of the things you've heard me talk about over the past couple of years. Then you can reflect on what your options are. You can start to build a plan. Once you build that plan, it's important that you execute that plan. And, this is a sticking point for a lot of people because, okay, great, I've taken a few deep breaths, I've stopped. Okay, now I've made my plan, I've understood what needs to be done, and I've made a plan. Cool, now that's a good work day. All right, I'm going to go. And then you end up floating through the rest of your week. You can't let the feel-good vibes and that dopamine rush that you get from having a plan stop you from executing that plan. And you've been caught there before. I certainly know I have. So get moving forward in a productive way. Pare things down. Pause, assess, reflect, execute. See what I did there? I'm not a guy that makes a living developing acronyms, but when this one presented itself to me, I knew I could go with it. Because when you pare things down, you make things more manageable. And that's what you need to do in any crisis situation. Most of you watching this have never sold in a bad economy. Think about that. Now, all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a situation, a challenging situation, and it is going to change the way we do business. You are not going to be afforded the opportunity to be sloppy with your fundamentals, sloppy in the execution of your sales process, and making the same mistakes at the same levels you've been making them. The way you change course, the way you correct and alter the trajectory of your business and of your career is by stopping, assessing the right next steps to take, and then taking action on the right steps. Do the next right thing. Figure out what that is and then keep moving through it.